All hail, King of the Losers!
Hadrian, in red, playing as the Burgundians in the bottom left. I believe the Burgundians were banned in game 1, and that would be why he played the Mayans. Not totally sure, but B's playing as the Goths in blue in the top right. We'll see what Hadrian can do. There are some strats, some civs in particular, that can really just deny the Goths what they want, which is that infantry spam to victory. But I don't know how the Burgundians will fare into this. We'll have to wait and see.
On that note, I've been seeing. Have you been keeping track of the amount of times the Goths have been picked in the tournament? Because I feel like I've been seeing the Goths a lot.
Oh boy, have I got something for you. Hang on, let me get this. You're gonna have to check out the stream for this one, but it's gonna be this one here. As we move away from the game, it's early game. Who cares? You know, whatever. We've got some stats, Cam. Most picked civs are the Britons, the Japanese at 11 each. Goths are close behind with 9, tied with Celts also with 9. So they're up there. They're definitely up there. But this is kind of more of a teaser. More stats coming soon. Maybe next week. I'll put out a PDF or something. But in this game here, we've got Mountain Ridge, which, by the way, a very odd looking Mountain Ridge. I dare say it favors bees, with Hadrian completely surrounded by hills.
That's interesting.
Good luck.
Yeah,
is all I can say here. But yeah, the resources, there's plenty of gold nearby for Hadrian.
Yeah,
this is
there's
a
also a
weird
few of those,
gen.
whatever those goats are called.
What are they called?
Ibex, yeah.
Never heard of them outside of the context of Age of Empires 2, by the way.
Yeah, but then there's a few Ibex for him to take advantage of, so that wouldn't hurt.
I mean, I don't know how much scouting information you can get in the first 60 seconds of a game. Looks like not that much, but Hadrian didn't call for a restart on this one, so what can you do? I think, let me check this. Where's my lake? Oh, true. Looks like it's down on the south side, but it's quite a ways away. King of the Losers, third final. Here we go. Okay, yeah. So no restarts in this match, in this game specifically. So, yeah, the lakes. I mean, they're about equidistant. This little spur of mountain is really what's causing the questions to be asked. I think if this wasn't here, it would be maybe more lake here, be a little bit more fair and balanced. But no restarts called, so this is what we got. And hey, we got ourselves a game. I'm trying to think now, like, what do the Burgundians have to deal with the Goths? Burgundian strong, I'd say strong Castle Age, Cav push, one of those civs. Strong, Monastery. I'm not getting myself completely turned around on what civ is which in these DLC civs, but I don't know. I mean, I guess the cavalry will trade favorably with Goths. They're not going to try to make too many archers or anything. But as far as like anti-armor, anti-Huskarl capabilities, there's not really anything in particular that stands out.
And
it's going to be down to economy.
And B's taking advantage of those lakes that are nearby to get some extra fish. And
he is.
I think I remember seeing with, Squeaky from the third place game that he took advantage of that. He was able to set up a fishing area in that small lake, and that was able to give him a really good booming economy. So B's doing a good job taking advantage of what he's been given.
It's like Hadrian just now scouting that lake on the bottom. He's going for the ibex here. Yeah, you get no berries on Mountain Ridge.
Yikes.
So he's got some more ibex on the north, 2 fish here on the north as well, 3 fish there.
They're definitely more isolated than
Adrian gonna have to pull out some creative strats to get an early advantage in this one, and
that lack of berries can really test a player as well, because you're so used to doing the build order of take care of the sheep or the I take care of the sheep or the turkeys that are there and then go right for the berries. But the lack of berries means that they have to kind of think about where they're going to put that farm or the farm and
Okay,
where they're
going
gonna,
for the garrison. Gets the
okay,
scout. You
gonna
really
be
have to
able
think about
get
it.
it. Yeah, and gets the
But
kill.
This puts me in mind of like during the draft for this game. I remember Bees trying to figure out which map he wanted to play on because Hadrian won the last one, so Bees got to pick the map for this one. And he was trying to pick like Mountain Ridge, Mountain Range, and we almost decided on Mountain Range, and then he remembered, wait, it's Mountain Ridge that I want. So he's being very particular about which map he wanted. And I think
So
he's
maybe
going for like specifically the no berry
Wow.
Goth fishing strat here. That might be even intentional.
And that's intentional. Then he lucked out effectively being on a good side of the map.
Yeah, we'll see if he can wall this off.
Yeah, some defensive walls are not too bad. A good idea. And a forward, is it a forward house going up right there?
We got a forward. He's kind of like setting up the future outline of the walls. I think.
Yeah, not a bad idea. Good call. And Hadrian is going to see those buildings going up. Is going to see the wall.
He scouted this.
Is,
Oh yeah, he's
gonna see the wall. It misses that building.
Let's see the house.
Building. Yeah, didn't see the house. Misses that. We're just gonna see the wall.
He's losing that scout. Gonna have to move out onto some very inefficient ibex here.
Yeah, I was gonna say those are a little far away. Does get a mill up. Does get a mining camp. I would say a mill would be good there just because it means less travel time. I mean that's
potentially he's waiting for enough wood to build a mill on these fish.
Yeah,
maybe that's my best guess there, but yeah, Hadrian was thrown off, I guess, in the chat a little bit by having not played Mountain Ridge before. So
yeah, and a forward.
Bit of a wacky food thing
coming in as well from these.
Forward barracks there. Hadrian with the side barracks. Both players trying to do a little bit of a building choke point, and Hadrian actually going for the forward ibex on the hill. Try to take out the snow leopard too. Not a bad play here. Depends on how he reacts to any early aggression from the enemy, but okay, Bees is going for a bit of an early poke with the militia too.
Yeah, good idea. I mean, he's definitely playing a bit more aggressively than Hadrian is right now. Hadrian is again just working on getting his economy going, and yeah, Bees is going to be trying to poke some. But some spearmen are coming out for Hadrian.
Okay.
Maybe more as a defensive measure, but these are
we saw effective spearman raids
yeah.
earlier on, so it could work.
Yeah, those are still.
And we'll see if we get man-at-arms upgrade for Bees, because the militia on its own is quite a bad unit. I'll say that. And looks like Hadrian. Okay, he's gonna notice. These workers don't lose their food just because they're building. So this will be fine. I think he attacked the snow leopard and then went straight to the ibex and forgot to click somebody on the mill. So that was a close call, but he caught it. As we have workers working on these fish a little bit. Looks like Beast has moved off of fish and onto farms pretty much completely. Just use them for a bit of an early boost. And actually, these militia are just a little bit of they're patrolling around. I don't know if they're really trying to move in or anything. They're just trying to deny any early aggression from the enemy. What's up, Aloysian? Welcome back. We got the second game of the King of the Losers Age 2 Grand Final here. Hadrian up 1. He's looking to pull out a Goth strategy and also walling off the back corner. I don't think he's really looked at the macro of the map here because this is a safe corner, buddy.
Yeah, I mean it may just be more for well, thinking about it, it may just be more for him not wanting to get anything taken or destroyed, because he could ideally put a second town center there. But a raiding party coming in for Bees.
Man-at-arms hit 16 minutes.
Yeah, again. Nothing serious, just I guess an initial poke.
He's just
Hadrian.
Fishing. Yeah, he ran into the farms a little bit. Not gonna go for the gold. Yeah, Hadrian not hitting the town belt, leaving all his workers out there.
Not a simple thing. If he actually catches out that he could he could theoretically take that forward mill because again, there's only a few units around there, and I think he's got enough to do it.
I think he's just gonna try to push the main TC here. He doesn't even know that there are.
Oh wait, he's moving in that direction. I think he's gonna be able to see it. He might get
He's
this.
definitely moving up there. Hadrian, I think, force dropping and then running with these vills.
Yeah, he's gonna see
that's
it. Yeah.
auto. Let's see what Hadrian can do.
He's just reacting. He's gonna be able. I think he's got enough units to take care of these spearmen. Spearmen are backing off.
He can definitely clear it. Hadrian gonna have to work on saving the lives of these villagers right now.
Running right now. He's running back down to the town center. Going to try to see if he can get save those villagers. Try to save as many as he can. I think he's gonna lose maybe one, maybe two.
He might lose the one that's falling behind, but there's open ground here. Beast falls back.
Back off. Okay, so.
He's just gonna go to take out this mill. Fortunately for Hadrian, he cleared out basically every deer except maybe one up here.
Yeah, so he loses the forward mill, but he does save all those villagers and he does get that food. So
not bad.
Save.
And here's the tower.
Good call to get that watchtower
up. Good spot on both of those resources.
Yeah.
But in the macro scale of things here, you know, you don't want to be in this position against the Goths, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, because right now he's just.
The blue player, Goth player, is on the forward foot, and he's not even into his Castle Age upgrades yet when the Goths really start to shine.
He's going to go up, though, so that's going to give him some defensive options, going to buy him some time as he gets his buildings up, try to get some more units out.
Continuing to wall off here a little bit.
Yep.
And it looks like the areas of fire here are going to keep blue away for the time being. But he's going to hit a critical amount of units at some point and be able to just dive anything, including a castle, as we've seen Abolition do from time to time with infantry.
So a good call from Hadrian to back off to get that watchtower up. But it also a good push by bees as well. So some spearmen are going to find these scouts. They're going to try to chase them, but... They're going to find them. Yep, they're going to turn. They're going to have a clash here. I think the spearmen are going to come out on top of this exchange. Yep, Scout's not going to do much. Loses two, backs the third one off.
You're in the chat. This is so painful. Yeah, he could have dived the tower with the no murder holes upgrade in. There's space underneath there that you can just sit there and try to kill it with that. But he's trying to play it a little more carefully, a little more safe, I guess. And Hadrian losing two scouts here, it feels like he's just been a little slow on the uptake this game compared to like the last game. Maybe it's getting late, maybe he's tired, I don't know. But as he says in the chat, a little painful. These scouts could get some effective raiding done in the back. There's like farms back here that are unprotected. There's no walls in the corner. There
are 2 points of opening that he could go through, but right now Bees is just kind of circling the outside of the base, looking for an opening. He's got some man-at-arms. He's got some spearmen, so he's got a really balanced army right now.
7 man-at-arms, 8 spears, so the scout cav will prove no danger.
Not sure what that spearman probably autoed his way in a little. He's going to lose one unit, a little unfortunate there.
Might be an automatic patrol, or he might just be trying to see what his enemy has, as the fight is not going to go well for Hadrian here. Beast now clicking Castle Age. This might be over before the Huskarls come out.
Yeah, he's going to push in. I don't know.
He's now going to push the tower.
No murder hole yet for that watchtower. So that watchtower, okay, but Beast is gonna. He doesn't know what he wants to do. He's gonna ignore it. He's gonna go past. He's gonna ignore it. He's gonna ignore it.
He's just gonna go for the raid, which is a worthy choice, I guess.
Backing off. Okay, he's going again. He's backing off. What is he doing?
Okay, I think he's trying to split. He's trying to split, but he's like struggling to get the right units to do the right things.
So there we go. Okay, so
now here are the raids.
A villager goes down. He's gonna lose a few of those man-at-arms. Spearman moving over to try to get that scout, not wanting it to be any kind of trouble whatsoever. Scout is going to go down. He's going to start moving down with those spearmen and men-at-arms. Watchtower does go down, so no defensive measures whatsoever. I think
we just have this TC, and I mean, the town center alone can defend pretty well for quite a while. Bees almost a Castle Age, though.
Yeah, but unfortunately because of that, it's going to give Bees a lot of time to start building up, get more resources, and start sending more units over to Hadrian's base. So this is going to be really hard for Hadrian to come back from.
I'm surprised. I don't really want to give tips to a Goth player because they're a Goth player, but also you hate to see it. You hate to see the lumber camp on the stone. I think I was actually going to say I'm surprised that we don't see any stone miners. Normally Goth players will move to stone while they're aging up to castle so they can drop their castle as soon as they They reach it, but I think he tried to do that and accidentally built a lumber camp. So we won't call him on that one too hard. As Beast is getting a lot of value, the KD is pretty even, and actually he's only killed one worker so far. So Hadrian really doing a great job keeping those workers alive. There goes the second one now, and the third on the gold mine. And both players are now in castle age, pretty close to each other. B's going for long swords, as you would expect.
Pretty bold move by Hadrian to do that, considering he was just on the back foot. So he must be feeling confident enough that he can try to defend what he has, try to get those upgrades, and try to get back into this game. And with the forward mining camp as well.
I think he knows he's on the clock.
And second TC town center, okay.
Here's that TC for B's. Again, just like last game, I'd like to see a little bit more consideration where B's TCs go. Yeah. Like the second town center could have gone on a resource here or here, but I guess this is for farming.
Yeah, and as you were saying, Tyler, actually neither players have enough stone for a castle right now, so that's not going to be for another few minutes until they get enough stone. And again, Beast is pushing in on that right side. He might.
He's just trying to drown his enemy in a flood of units right
now.
Yeah,
and he's got plenty of them, so it's not going to be any issue whatsoever. He's going to start. Nope, he's going to cut
again.
Off
we're at
side.
Basically even 9-8 spears, men at arms, villagers. He's just tapping them.
But garrisoning some of them. Yeah, so he's got enough units here. He might be able to come. He's going to. Hadrian doing a good job of managing those villagers and not ringing that town bell, just trying to get them into the TC.
Yeah, the KD does favor Hadrian right now because Bees is just losing a lot of work or man-at-arms infantry to this TC.
Yeah, Hadrian doing a really good job of just getting those villagers into the TC. Oh, but that's it.
He decided there was enough damage done. My enemy's playing the Goths, and it only gets worse from here. So we're going on to the next game. Also, I believe Goths was banned in game 1. So Hadrian cannot ban them again.